so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And if you're my previous subscribers, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you. It's been such a long time, but I'm happy to be back to me, to be my Philly self, with, like you guys rightfully deserve. And so I am here and I am ready to give you guys a reading today because it's been so long. So, let's give you a little update as Santa's favorite elf. It is 21 of December, countdown to Christmas. We only have about 4 more days till Christmas, but nonetheless, let's enjoy every moment of it. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be using a very particular deck. Is a deck that I actually created myself, something that I've been struggling with when it came to talking about the midterm and the Senate results in the presidential election and all the stuff like that as well. It's been very frustrating using Uno cards, and it hasn't always been so accurate. So I wanted to take a different spin on it. And actually, believe it or not, I ended up creating a 184 design tarot card that I created myself. And my spirit guides, of course, helped me along the way, gave me some ideas, and guided me throughout the entire process. And so that's the deck that we're going to be using today. Don't worry, I'll be walking you through the entire thing. Before we do begin, this is being live streamed on December 21st, 2021 at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm just starting to notice that right now that my nose is very nasally, even though it wasn't like 5 seconds ago. This is a disclaimer, so if you want to take time to read it, pause the video now. It is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. And here are a few more disclaimers as well on your screen right there. You can pause the video if needed. We're going to skip that and jump right into the reading. Now, if you are viewing this and you are on a mobile device or a computer or a tablet even, you can go to the description of this video. It's already timestamped for you. It will jump you straight to the part of the section of the video that you are wanting to watch. Other than that, enjoy, sit back, enjoy the food, and let's begin. Hi Paula, hi Saxon, hi Lisa, hi yes, hi all of you guys. Hi Doris, what's up love? Thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's begin. So this is a deck that I actually created. This is indeed copyrighted, but we're going to see how this deck goes. And so let's just have fun with it, right? It's just like a new thing now that we get like people who are just commenting like scam things. Is that like a new thing now? Will someone confirm that? Okay, so Spirit Angel, please tell me, what do we need to know about the Democratic future in terms of the presidency? Now, we're going to be looking at 2024. So let's take a look. Yes, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Paula. The more you engage with the video in terms of commenting and liking the video, you will be more likely to be shown my videos and you will be notified when I am live. So if you please do that, please like this video if you do like the content. Okay, so Spirit Angel, please tell me, what do we need to know about the Democrats? Will they hold the presidency in 2024? Will Joe Biden or Kamala Harris end up holding the presidency in 2024? Let's take a look. I just told you guys a long time ago before 2020 started that what's it called? That the 2024 presidential election is going to be a very close and tight one, and it's going to be nothing like we ever seen before, and it's going to make 2020 look like cakewalk. So let's take a look. Let's see what the cards have to say. So Spirit Angel, tell me about 2024. Okay, so they told me to flip the deck and read it. Okay, you mean like this? Okay, now they told me to read it this way. Let's see. Okay, so right now we have a Democratic president, right? So we're going to kind of read it differently. So we have a Democratic president. We have here, at this point, the Democrats will not hold the Congress. So in some way or some form, coming in the 2022 midterm election, the Republicans win either the the House of Representatives or the Senate. They win one or the other or both. They're the wave year for them. So the Republicans win. So it's just President Biden at the helm. This is the state of the country. This is the current energies, and it may change as time goes on. Just for entertainment purposes only. We have here the Democrats flip. So we have a Democratic flip here. So we have the presidency. So it feels to me as if the energy here is so that the Democrats are going to hold on to the White House as of right now. We have foreign interference in reverse, so there won't be any sort of foreign interference, but the people who are going to be bringing the Democrats to victory again, it's going to be about women's rights. So particularly relating to the 2024 presidential election, it's going to be surrounded around women, particularly feminine. So, and that makes a lot of sense because as Pluto returns into America's heightened year, as Pluto entered America's height in its birth chart, it talks about revolution, change, riot. So this will make a lot of sense. Potentially, this could be referring to as Kamala Harris becoming the next president of the United States, and that this could be what that woman is talking about here. And I'm getting chills from that, so that's what this could be referring to. This is us looking ahead. We have here experienced leader, so she could be experienced. By this point, Kamala Harris could have the experience needed to be president. We have here entertainment industry. We have here celebrity Hollywood propaganda. There could also be very well that this woman could be a celebrity. It may not be Kamala Harris. It could be someone else, like Oprah Winfrey, for example, or Ellen DeGeneres, or I don't know, Betty White. Also, guys, if you already have not, please send love and light to Linda. She has been feeling a lot of heart pain, and so let's just send her a lot of love and light. And also to another subscriber of ours, Patricia. She's been having COVID, and I will get back to your email, Patricia. She's been having COVID, so let's pray for her recovery. So the card that comes as well is that we're going to experience by this point is the Great Depression or something along the lines of an economic crash. So it could be just in time for the Democrats to win again right after. It could be that the economy collapsed right after, which would be very beneficial rather than having an economy collapse just before the election, almost as if it was an October surprise. We have martial law, which will make a lot of sense during this time period as there's uncertainty within the unstable United States economy. It will make sense for the martial law to be declared, as people have been saying for a long time, particularly Republicans, saying that the Democrats have won. We'll be in a really bad depression, a bad economic state. It would make sense why they have to declare law due to unrest within the United States, which makes a lot of sense because it's in Pluto return. We have here as well, we have the Democrats will end up holding the White House. So if you need more further confirmation, the Democrats will hold the White House, but they will have very low enthusiasm. I almost feel like people don't want to vote for the candidate, but they rather have him over the other candidate or her, so to speak. We have here in terms of the Senate, we have majority leader. So the majority leader here and the margin for this in terms of electoral college votes would be 285 to 299 electoral votes. That would be the margin victory. The Senate victory would be 51 to 49. And of course, the Senate seat, the House of Representatives seats will be between 188 to 199. We're going to confirm that. But what we can confirm already that the electoral college margin will be very tight. So it'll be less than what they want in 2020. So, yeah, let me just write this down. Presidency. Okay. Because I'm going to write this and put this in our data so that when we read on this, we can actually see where the election is 2 years out in terms of the presidency for Biden. All right. So, that is what we have right now in terms of the Democrats. I do see them controlling the White House for another year. So, you could breathe a sigh of relief. Okay. So it seems to be so far that the cards are doing very well in terms of their description, the way that they are talking to me. What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think. Do you guys feel like the cards are more accurate? Do you feel like they are easy to understand for you as a viewer and also as me as a reader? I would like to hear some feedback. If you're more likely to get them, you can put them in the live chat or in the comment section below. Okay, so The next thing that we're going to ask is, will the Democrats hold the House of Representatives in 2022? Let's take a look. Spears and Ansel, tell me, will the Democrats hold the House of Representatives in 2022? Let's see. Okay. We have a whole bunch of cards here, so let's take a look. So anything that's flipped or I feel like doesn't go belong, we will take a nice look and see what that particularly means. So the first card that we have here is the Electoral College margin. So in terms of the seat, in terms of 2022, this will be the margin. It will be between 232 to 243 representative seats. Now, this may or may not be referring to whether or not it's the Republicans winning by that margin or by the Democrats. We don't know exactly just yet until I finish reading who's going to win that range of seats. We have here is the gerrymandering, right? So we are seeing gerrymandering. So whoever's in a minority will end up winning. So basically, what I'm sensing here that come 2022, we are sensing that whoever has the most gerrymandered districts will end up winning the midterm election, without a doubt. We have here trade deals or treaties, declaration of war, diplomacy, or alliances, foreign policy. That would be something that would be majorly decided. The result of the election is basically how Biden handled trade deals, particularly relating to the economy and supply chain. So people will remember that. And so the way Biden handled it will determine how bad of a loss they may experience or how good of a win they will experience. We have here the national debt here, but what is reversed is illegal donation, personal favors. So potentially people within the cabinet, both on the Republican side or the Democratic side, they're going to have to start buying people out, basically what I'm sensing here, in order to get some sort of support to be able to pass legislation. We have here crime rate. There should be a very interesting thing to experience here, but it does feel like if the Republicans lose or they're not doing as well as they would have thought, they will refuse to concede or acknowledge that they lost the midterm election, and it almost feels like as if they're pulling another Donald Trump. We have here impeachment trial. So what did this talk about? We asked whether or not they're going to try to impeach Biden if the Republicans go into power. We do have the impeachment trial here. And what this kind of tells me here is that chances are, if they win, President Biden will have to undergo an impeachment trial just like his predecessor. Basically, sealing away and taking away the power of the impeachment. We have here the Democrats win in reverse. And we have here voting booth, voter suppression, old technology, also results. What I can tell you now, based on what I am sensing already, that the Democrats will end up losing the House of Representatives, very similar to the way that when we first did our reading, when we talked about will the Democrats hold the presidency in 2024. So I just say that it almost felt like one of those houses are going to fall to the Republicans, and it looks like it's going to be the House of Representatives that does it. So in the end, we have here is that the House of Representatives is won by the Republican between a margin of 232 to 243 representative seats, meaning that as of right now, it currently stands that Kevin McCarthy will become the next majority leader in the House of Representatives. So, House of Rep. I'm just going to write that down for data purposes so we can look back and see the trend and energy up until the election day. Okay. So this is what we see right now for the Democrats and whether or not they're going to hold the House of Representatives. Do you guys like the cards? Do you feel like they're accurate? Do you feel like they're in some way more understanding when it comes to the cards and the way I'm reading? I'm glad you're back, Paulette. So I'll be right back. I'm going to give you guys a nice break so I can drink some water. I will see you momentarily. We'll do this one. Hello, everyone. As you see on the screen right now, we have 34% of YouTube recommending our content. The best way for us to raise this number or bar higher is by subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and liking this video and sharing it with other people. And don't also forget to comment in the section below what you think of the video and its content. It will be extremely helpful for us getting getting other people to know all about our channel, what we do here. If you do love the channel, definitely try to help out as much as you could. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys, and I hope you enjoy the content. Bye. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to take a look at today is I'm glad you like the card doors. I'm glad. Will the Democrats hold the Senate in 2022? That would be very interesting. As of right now, it looks like the Democrats will hold the presidency, but end up losing the the House of Representatives. Let's see. Will they at least have control of the Senate? We'll take a look at Kamala as well to kind of see if she will be the tiebreaker. Very unlikely that we're going to see another 50-50, but also not unlikely either. But we'll see. Okay, so Spear Sanders will tell me about the United States Senate. Who will end up winning the United States Senate? Will it be the Democrats or Republicans in 2022? Okay, so we have the Founding Fathers, the news media, we have reality here, music industry, Democratic flip, State of the Union, tight race, the 1950s. Okay. All right. Whew. It was a very tough information today, so I do hope you guys like this reading. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you do like it. And if you like the card, comment them in the comment section below. So we have the Founding Fathers, right? The foundation of America. So really what the Senate result is going to really reveal is going to be the strength of American democracy, the strength of the American power, and its foundation and institution, whether or not it will even hold any sort of value going forward. This will be very interesting come next year or in 4 days from now, or about like 6 days from now, who knows when it is coming. We have here reality, Mandela effect, multiverse, man-made, time travel, Nikola Tesla, understanding time. And it's actually quite interesting, believe it or not, that we're talking about here is something that's quite interesting, really. We see something very interesting here. That time is kind of warped. It's not really what we think is going on. Like, we really don't know exactly what the results are going to be until the day of. However, funny enough, when I looked at the back of the card, we have here is electoral margin. We have here 56 to 44 Senate seats. Right now, would that be in favor of the Democrats or would that be in favor of the Republicans? That's the highest margin I've ever gotten since I started documenting this. So this will be very interesting to see who will have that 56 margin. Will it be the Republicans or will it be the Democrats? Now, again, this is just the current energies, right? Now we have the news media in reverse, right? We have divide the nation, fake news, spinning stories. So yes, we have here, yes. Will the Democrats hold the White House? Hold the Senate? The woke culture says, the spiritually says yes, they will hold it. But we do have the music industry. And it's very interesting because the margin is actually very quite close. Because we have in the back as well, we also have another electoral college margin card, which is actually, if you see two different separate scenarios, right? We have the Republicans. If the Republicans win, they'll win by 51 to 49. And if the Democrats win, it'll be 56 to 44. That would be in a good year, good election year with high turnout for the Democratic Party. But if the Republicans win, it'll be 51 to 49. It'll be very close. It'll be a tight race. The question is, what one is it? Right? That's why this card comes up as multiverse, that we're entering into a parallel universe where we can go into either dimension, either realities, if that makes any sense. We have here as well, we have the Democratic flip. It won't be a Democratic flip because they currently hold it. However, they do have a born leader. We do have Biden, who is not very charismatic like Obama, where he doesn't enthusiast or get out the base, so to speak, the way Trump would or the way Obama would. People wouldn't want to get out for Biden. If anything, it would be about their own moral values. So we do have here as well, we do have the State of the Union, right? Address the nation's speech, designated survivor. And it's actually, believe it or not, we have this card again. This card shows up again. And what is really interesting about here is that it talks about that there is going to be some address that's going to be made particularly maybe if Dixie species of some sort. Potentially that maybe a natural disaster or a terrorist attack happened, and that's why we have a designated survivor, because maybe the first person was intended to do the speech, but it ended up dying and passing away of illness or worst case scenario, um, you know, JFK style. We have here as well, we have a tight race in the United States Senate, right? And this is interesting because we talked about the tight race. And we also have here as well as we have the minority leader. And normally, if this was upright, it would be Chuck Schumer, as he's currently the majority leader, but he's reversed. And what this tells me is that minority leader is Mitch McConnell, which means Mitch McConnell will end up as majority leader after the 2022 midterm election in the United States Senate. And it's referring to is toxic family values, higher wages, capitalism golden age, the 1950s, anti-gay Christian playbook. So a lot of this is kind of talking about going back to the way things were before people started having consequences for their own actions, so to speak. And that's what the Republicans are here going to win on. That's their platform. That's what I'm sensing here. It's the 1950s, taking us back all the way to the 50s. And so, as of right now, the spiritual card says yes, the Democrats will hold the Senate. But as it looks on the bottom section, it looks as if the Republicans are more in favor of winning the Senate than the Democrats. But don't count out the Democrats; they still have the ability to be able to win. But they need to have the margin, they need to have the enthusiasm. So that's what I'm sensing here. So right now, I'm gonna put the margin for both of these, and I'm actually going to add them up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the average between 56 and, oops, wrong card. Ooh, where is that? Now this thing just disappears. Okay, yes, and 51.49. Right, that will be the margin. The margin will be about 53. So we're going to do the Senate to be 53 seats, which is reasonable, plus 53 plus 4 is about 47. So that will be the Senate. So as of right now, it looks like either the Republican or the Democrats are going to be at 53 to 47. That would be the Senate margin. That would be the maximum level in terms of that. Okay? And that's what I'm sensing here today. So as of right now, it looks more than anything else that it's going to be in favor of the Republican in both the House and the Senate, but it will be the Democrats will end up winning the presidency. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment in the section of this video. Talk about anything. I don't care what it is. I would love to hear all your thoughts. Again, I love you, and if your comments disappear, it just means that YouTube erased them. So just privately email me, hit me up on social media. I don't care where it is. I will always see it at least majority of the time, or maybe not at all, depending. And if you have not been able to reach me or don't receive a response within 3 days, comment me on YouTube, and I will get back to you, and I will make sure I answer you. Other than that, guys, I love you. Have a very happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I cannot wait to see you guys. Next week, I will be releasing a poll actually today for you guys to vote on what day you want me to do a New Year's Eve special. All right, guys. I'm glad you guys like the cards. I love you guys so much and have a very beautiful night. Stay safe, stay warm, and make sure you wear your mask and get vaccinated. All right, guys. I love you. Good night.